Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I forget the date. I think the 13th, 12th or 13th, Wednesday in November. The parts for the Jeep will be here on Friday. So right now it's kind of a cold day. It's only 20 out. Looks like it's about 75 in the kiln there, but it's only 20 outside. And I had to move my truck out here to get the Jeep in. So I'm going to cut up this firewood I have over here and get that put somewhere where I can use it. It's pine, so I'll use it as kindling. I want to see if the backhoe starts by itself this morning. I've been having to not jump it, but charge the battery up really high in order to get it running. Well, I went to try to start the backhoe, and that battery must be completely gone. I mean, it shows it's good when you put the thing on it as far as the battery works, but it doesn't want to hold the charge. So I had it fully charged the other day, but it's completely dead. So I'm going to charge it up quick, and shouldn't take more. I'll leave it on there for an hour or two, and then I'll start this. I'm going to have to get a new battery though. I hate buying them batteries because they're so expensive and they're so freaking big and heavy to carry around, but at least, like I say, it's lasted. Well, let's see, that battery's probably 10 years old, so that's not bad. Let this charge up. The other day, day before yesterday, I cleaned this up. There was no snow or anything yesterday, but last night we got about an inch. It looks like the sawmill's absorbing some heat, so whatever was on there is gone already. It just gets absorbed into the sun. But we have about an inch on the ground, or probably 2 inches on the ground, and an inch we had the other day, an inch and a half, and then it sort of got absorbed. Then we had another inch. So I don't mind these little inch snowfalls. They're not hard to shovel. So I'm going to clean this up here quick. Alright, so I got that shoveled over there. I didn't start the cut yet. Really cold out. As bright as it is, it's freaking cold. But I want to get the snow off this truck a little bit here and then get the backhoe started. I'll show you the Jeep, what we were doing with the Jeep yesterday and what we need to do yet. One of the other things I did this morning was I had the tarp off this truck and I put fresh gas in it, and I had the truck running for about an hour just to make sure it's okay, and it's good. Everything's working good on it. The truck has hardly any miles on it the truck has low mileage on it, I should say, but it's a 2006, but I haven't driven it for years, maybe, I don't know, probably 8 years or so. Okay guys, so on this 81 Jeep, this is the back section of the floor pan from here back. The roll bar that's on here had to be loosened because somebody had fixed this before with these square panels, and you can see like it's not fitting in there right. So we decided that we're going to fix that. So we've taken the bolts out of this side, we're working on that side, and then there's two in the back there, and the bolts are rusted on the bottom. You can't get at the ones that are up there too easily, but we're just trying to get that so it moves. It doesn't have to come out. We just need to be able to move it enough to slip the panel underneath it. So that's all we're after. So these two pieces, the back and the front piece here, is what I'm waiting for Friday. My wife takes care of the chickens as far as feeding them, collecting the eggs and stuff like that, giving them water. So this morning she was telling me it was only 13 degrees when she came out here around 6:30 or so. So I can see there's a couple chickens outside walking around. They don't seem to really mind the cold. If you look at the roof there, you can see that there's snow off of the front part. That's because we have a heat lamp in there. So it's not totally, you know, it's not 20 degrees in there. It's actually fairly warm. It's close to 40 in there, which is a good temperature for them. I gotta clean the snow off the back of this truck. I have coal underneath here, I don't want it to get soaking wet and then froze. So I'm going to clean this off quick. Man, it's really cold out there. Even the saw don't want to run. Shooey. I'll tell you what, not just the cold, but having all these clothes on, it feels like I'm wearing a ton of clothes. Yow. Now this pine isn't exactly dry enough to use as kindling, but being next to the stove here in the garage, I'll park it on the floor. It won't be but a day or two, a couple days, and then this thing will be good enough that it'll burn in the stove. Pine is good to get a fire going. That's why I actually bring it in. Okay, well that little job is done. Seems like there's something else wrong with the backhoe. The battery's fully charged. I got nothing at the ignition switch, so I'm thinking maybe one of the wires somewhere is loose or something. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm not gonna do it today. Okay guys, well it's Bullseye's time to go out, so I'm gonna take him out. You ready to go out? Huh? Are you ready to go out? Yeah? And take him for his ride. The high was 22 today. Come on. See how hard it is to see him when there's a little bit of snow and the ground around. This dog loves being in the snow. Come on, Bullseye. Come on. If he didn't have a bell on and he was running and stuff like this, you'd lose him as soon as he gets into any kind of heavy stuff. All you gotta do is take your eye off of him for a minute if he didn't have the bell on. Have a good one, guys. It's just a cold afternoon. It's gonna be dark in about a half an hour or so.